Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. I am Sam. I'm an artist and illustrator coming to you from Dublin in Ireland. And this is another art video. Today I will try and paint this beautiful lady here. This is a statue of the lady on the rock. And if you are from Dublin, I'm not saying Ireland, I'm saying Dublin, especially the inner city part of Dublin, you know exactly who she is. I will tell you more about the history of the statue in a little while. It's kind of a mystery part of the culture of Dublin inner city, and as well it's not really a widespread culture. It's quite hidden, but it's there. And if you are planning to visit Dublin, keep your eyes peeled because you will see her everywhere in the city. She's quiet. She's just peeking out from every single window of the city, and now she's in my house as well. I was so happy that I was able to get one of these statues just because they are such a big part of the Dublin inner city culture, and I feel like Dublin adopted me, and I kind of wanted to get a part of this little tradition in brackets. Anyway, let's talk about painting. I would like to make a portrait of this statue, and I'm not talking about making a portrait of the lady that the statue portray, but painting the actual statue. I will be using oil paint, and I have my palette already set up here. We have a lot of white, of course. She is white, so. For the shadow piece, I got some Van Dyke brown, some black, some Prussian blue. For the highlights, Naples yellow, and then the background is gonna be this beautiful turquoise and some phthalo blue as well. It's quite a different type of painting because I have never painted a statue before, at least in oil paint. I've done some exercise on watercolor, and if you are interested in seeing those, please check out my website irishfarmart.com. In my blog I will talk a lot about this type of interpretation of watercolor, reproduction of statues, and so on and so forth. I have already set up my canvas, and as you will see in a second, I primed my canvas in a very darker red, earthy color that will help me, hopefully, to get more of the highlights of the statue painting on the canvas without having to start from a white surface and having to paint white my subject. Very often I use colored background for my oil painting because it allows me to get a pop of color out from the background and make the foreground to stand up a little bit more. So I think that is a great way to go. I will use some liquid as well, which is a medium that allows the paint to flow a little bit better and as well to dry up in a matter of days. But without any further ado, let's get started. So here we go. The first thing that I like to do is, of course, the background. I'm using here my lighter shadow of blue with some white in it. And as per usual, if you follow my painting style, you know exactly what I'm doing here. I keep the paint separate on the palette, picking up a little bit of blue and a little bit of white with my brush, without blending it. I like to do the blending on the canvas itself that allows me to achieve some more depth and perhaps a little bit of that feeling of modern style of painting, if you wish. It's something that I kind of embraced in my style of oil paint, just to leave the colors as separate as I can. Your eye will make everything afterwards together. So while I paint the background, let me tell you a little bit more about the statue of the Lady on the Rock. This is, as I just mentioned, a statue that you literally see in every windowsill in Dublin. It's everywhere, and you can see that peering out a window in every neighborhood, especially in the inner city, more traditional, family oriented neighborhood, more of a working class neighborhood, and so on and so forth. But if you're lucky, you see that in Ballsbridge popping up everywhere. I even saw this statue in an Irish pub, if I'm right, in Denmark, would you believe? Anyway, the statue apparently came to be in the late 1990s, early 2000, and it's been sold by a company called Dublin Mouldings here, of course, in Dublin on Parnell Street. Unfortunately, they don't deliver, so if you want to buy a statue, you need to pay them a visit, but it would be a great souvenir from Dublin. Definitely, it would. Who is the Lady on the Rock? Some people think she may be a representation of Molly Malone. Molly Malone is a well known public folk figure of Dublin. She was a fishmonger, and to save and feed her family, she has to engage some interesting type of work. I'll let you Google Molly Malone yourself. There is a beautiful song as well about Molly Malone, by the way. Other people think the statue would represent Mary Magdalene. Another theory is that she is actually the Virgin Mary. There is a theory that I like the most, which is that in the late 1800s, a ship went down on the sea because of a storm down in Galway. And a lady was the only survivor from the ship, and she basically washed up in Galway, in on the shore, wearing just a little rack of clothes. And the statue would actually represent this lady from Galway. In all fairness, I don't believe of any of these theories. I just think is a nice little tradition that people just decide to put up on the windowsill and make their house feel more, I don't know, cozy perhaps. Anyway, we finish here our background, and we're gonna start with painting the highlight on the statue very soon. As you can see, I decided to go a little bit darker towards the contour of the statue, the borders, and going lighter on the outside. This allows me to perhaps have some more contrast between the whiteness of the marble of the statue and the background. We'll see how this works out. I am still quite confused about how to paint white on white. Probably a blue background wasn't a great choice. Maybe a darker background would have worked better, but we'll work on and we'll see where we get at. In terms of painting the statue, the figure itself, I am keeping still the colors very separate working the highlights first and then going in with the shadows in a second time. On the drawing side, I was very, very careful to get all the lights and shadows pretty much marked out. Although you can't really tell because the background is very dark, I tried to get every single spot of light drawn. It's always very useful to have a very good drawing before you start painting. At least you get all the information that you need on the stage of painting. This is true with oil painting and is true with watercolors as well. Although I have to say, when you paint with oils, is much more easy than to adjust these lights and shadow, and I've done that a lot. Especially because I was painting from the statue reference, and the light during the day shifted quite a bit on the shadows. So my shadows changed, not dramatically, but just a little bit that made my original drawing to shift a bit as well. I hope this makes sense to you. Let's talk colors here. So I have my white, which is blending on the canvas itself with a tiny little bit of a Prussian blue and a tiny little bit of Van Dyke brown. For the highlights, although I use white for the vast majority of it, I like to use a tiny bit of Naples yellow or Naples yellow for those warmer but darker highlights, if it makes sense. As you can see, I'm still painting in stages here, trying to stay within the line of the original drawing and the idea that I put on the canvas. Slowly, as I mentioned, the light has been changing in the room, so these marks tend to move a little bit, but they are still a very big help for me. As the background is very blue, very light turquoise color, I like to use my Prussian blue, which is a colder blue that has a lot of black undertone to give some of the shadows of uh, of the shades of the background into the reflection on the white marble of the statue. I'm going to speed up a little bit the process here, otherwise you will be watching this video for a couple of hours, and it's not the case. Anyway, I went on painting the statue and I'm very pleased with the final result that you will see in a second. If you are interested, first of all, in purchasing this painting, you can find it in my shop, irishfarmart.com/shop. You will be able to find all the links below in the description, together with a nice, if I can say so myself, article blog that I wrote on my website on the history of the statue and all the links around other documentaries that have been made on the history of the statue and some quite curious resources on Dublin culture and inner city cultures as well. Things that I learned on this painting is for sure to pay attention, very much attention to the highlights, which is something that I don't really do when I paint portraits for a picture, for example, or still life from a colorful object. In this case, it was necessary. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. If you have any comment or recommendation, put a comment below in the description and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you very soon with another video. Bye bye.